morning. Good morning. Welcome to the morning Muse. Oh, I thought I was running late. I'm still a couple minutes early. Hmm. Nice to know. Anyway, I'm a little exhausted today. I'm going to be honest with you. Uh, had a great training and teaching last night, and I'm still kind of pulling it all in. Are you enough? That's what we're going to talk about today. Got a tickle. Are you enough? I have had a few friends. Okay, self sabotage. Self sabotage is something we do to ourselves, typically subconsciously, to prove to ourselves that we can't do what we want to do. Self sabotage is one of the most horrific offenders we have in our lifetime. Like we've had the school bully, we've had people gossiping about us, we've had all these things, but our greatest offender is our belief, uh, is is our non-belief in ourself. Okay, so what happens is when you're a baby and you learn how to eat and you learn how to crawl and you learn how to walk, you learn how to do all these things, you're also listening to what's being told to you so you can learn. So when you're hearing, pick that up, what are you, stupid? uh, can't you do anything right? Those things seep into our brain, and they like curl around like a disease, and they hide in these little tiny spots in our minds. And then we get older and we're all confident and everything, and somebody says, are you stupid? Even if they're just joking, all of a sudden that piece that's hidden in there pops up, and it just grows just a little bit, and then it makes you start thinking, am I stupid? What's going on here? Maybe I am stupid. And then you try to do something else, and somebody says, what, why are you doing that? That's not right. And then that piece grows a little bit more until finally you're an adult who is now in charge of teaching and training and growing, and you have all this in your head, and you think, I'm going to do this new thing. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be successful. This is going to be wonderful. And one person says to you, that's stupid. And all your dreams are crushed. And you go, yeah, it's probably right. That's stupid. Why are we living for other people? You are enough. You can do whatever it is you want to. You can do, you are abundant. um, you are loved. You are worthy. You are created and designed for purpose and greatness. You may not even know the lives you have changed for words that you have said, because people don't come up and say, hey, that thing you said to me was so amazing, it changed my life. No, instead, I mean, some people do, but typically they think, wow, that person inspired me so much, I'm going to do this. You could have 12 people telling you the same thing. You're awesome at this. You are so good at this. Keep doing this. You're amazing. But that one person says, are you stupid? And it starts depleting all that because of the years and years of training our mind has had to believe we are less than. But you're not less than. You are amazing. I may not even know who you are, but if God created you from a seed, He knows every hair on your head, He knows your heart, He knows your mind, He knows everything. He would not have created you. That's like saying, God, you're not perfect. You're stupid. Would you say that? No. So if He knitted you together in your mother's womb, how can you believe that you are less than? Self-belief is so hard. We can be the encouragers. We can be the ones saying, you're the best. Keep going. You've got this. We can be the lifters. We can be the encouragers. Why do we have a problem lifting and encouraging ourselves? Do you know how incredible you are if you're the lifter? That means all those boulders are in your hands and you're trying to hold them up and make everybody happy and love them and encourage them and all that strength you have, but you're giving it out. Why don't you keep a little bit for yourself? You literally can do, accomplish, overcome anything. Anything. I don't care what it is. The only thing you can't overcome is death, but you can overcome the things leading up to it. It's called conscious language. We've talked about this before. You have to believe. My brother had brain cancer. Let me rephrase that. My brother has brain cancer. My brother at 27 years old, I think it was 27, 32, something like that. He got brain cancer. And they went in and they took it out and they said for 7 years, he's doing great. He's doing great. Everything's fine. 7 years later, it's back. We have to go back in again. So this is maybe 35 years old, 30, 36 years old, something like that. It came back. Mind you, my brother is now 53 years old. But when they went back in, they closed him up and said, we got what we could, but it is now like an octopus and it is wrapped around the brain in a way we can't tell what is brain matter and what is cancer. It's grabbed on, it's latched on. There's nothing we can do. Several things can happen. It can just one day grow just enough and paralyze him. It can grow just enough and make him a vegetable. It can grow just enough and instantly kill him. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And when the nurses came into the hospital room to tell my brother this, just waking up with his head split open, just waking up in all this pain, and the nurse walked in and said, "Good morning, Corey. We came in to talk to you and we wanted to tell you what's going on." And they told him this. Do you know what he said to them? He smiled and gave a little, you, because of course my mom was there and she said, "It's okay. We're going to pray." And he went, "Huh, you better be praying for the cancer because it ain't got nothing on me." That is powerful. He'd be thrown up in a bucket from all this stuff that they were giving him. And a doctor or nurse would walk in and he'd lift his head and say, "Good morning," and give him a smile and continue vomiting. If that is not courage, if that is not conscious language, if that is not survival and loving yourself enough to go on, I don't know what is. He's 53 years old. He's still going strong. The doctor has finally told him at this point, the cancer isn't what's going to kill you. It's the chemo and radiation that we had to give you. That'll kill you long before the cancer will now. He still has it, but he is so strong and confident. And I don't care where you're at in your life. I don't care if you're in a dark place, if you're in a decision mode, if you have an illness. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you're starting a business, growing off from the ground, if you're trying to financially get your things in order. If you sit here and dwell on it, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know where to turn. I don't know what's going on. You can bet that that chaos that you're living in is going to continue. But if you use your conscious language and say, "I am enough. God designed me for greatness and a purpose. I have to utilize this for His honor. I have to be strong in my words, strong in my mind, and love myself like the Father loves me." You will overcome anything. You can literally use what your stressor is as an ability to reach in and help others with a smile on your face. You are enough. You've got this. Okay. That's all I got for today. It is Friday. Fridays is when I usually do a challenge. I want you to look in the mirror this weekend. I want you to, every time you pass the bathroom mirror or any other mirror in your house, I want you to look in the mirror and smile at yourself. I don't care what your hair looks like. I don't care if you're in your pajamas. I don't care if you're vomiting. I don't care what the thing is. You look in that mirror and you smile and say, "You've got this. I'm enough." That's your challenge. Because once you start believing that you're enough and using the conscious language that you're enough, you will survive anything. And let me tell you, from a Christian standpoint, if you've got God on your back, mm, imagine the possibilities. Jumping over to Heart's Discernment, I hope you'll join us over there. We're going to go into the same thing over in a biblical aspect. I love you all so much. Have the best weekend ever. That's my conscious language. I am going to have the best weekend ever. I love you all. I'll see you next week.